The Gotham City Police Department has not been able to recover the remains of the two criminals known as the Supersons from the Arkham Asylum riot. At this point, they are declaring them as lost in the blast that allowed the inmates to escape. This just in. The Legion of Doom has successfully taken down Superman with the help of their newest member, the Big Daddy. Wait, is that seriously the name?
Dad, what's going on?
Oh, I was just about to listen to that old Supersons Christmas album.
That is one of the worst Christmas albums ever. You really miss them, don't you?
Oh, Lily, Christmas story time. Get in your PJs. Dad's going to read you a Christmas classic, Batman Noel. Basically the Christmas Carol, but with 100% more Batman. Tonight, I'm going to read you a story, a classic holiday story about ghosts, who basically tell a rich asshole to cut the shit and be a good person.
Whoa, Dad, language.
Right, sorry. Anyway, there are some ghosts haunting him in this story, like the ones that are haunting me. Do you really think they're dead? They've gotten out of so many sticky situations, figuratively and literally. All of those auditions really didn't turn out so good. Everyone was too qualified. Thanks to everyone who tried out, and thanks to Dom for making that cool tie-in cover. Just didn't want to leave you hanging after all that, so I am recording one last time. I hope this brings you some holiday cheer, because I think we all need it.
Wait, are you recording this?
So today's story is Batman Noel.
Are you profiteering off of your parenting and my childhood?
Written, penciled, and inked by Lee Bermejo, colorist Barbara Chardo, and letterer Todd Klein. It begins with a narrator reminiscing about his father telling great stories during the holiday season. The narrator recalls his father telling him this particular story on Christmas Day. The most important part in hearing this story, however, is that the reader must accept the idea that people can change for the better. We dive right in with Bob Cratchit. Bob is a man who wants to change, but he's held back by his circumstances. He owes a great deal in medical bills, and the economy hasn't been doing him any favors with the rest of his financial situation. It also doesn't help that his boss pays him peanuts with no benefits package. That boss, by the way, is a man the narrator calls Scrooge, except in this story, Scrooge is Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne lives in the top 1% of Gotham and doesn't realize how out of touch he is with the working class citizens of Gotham. You see, when a person has accumulated that much money, they can have difficulty relating to the day-to-day struggles of the...
Dad, is this just going to be a big lecture on wealth inequality?
Sorry, I'll move on. Without any other options, Bob turns to a certain someone for the extra cash he needs who isn't exactly who you'd call trustworthy. Delivering a package for the Joker, Bob hopes to make enough money to be able to support his son. As a single parent living in the city, it's difficult for Bob to do this on his own. The affordable housing crisis only adds to these struggles, and sure, the unemployment rates are low.
But nobody can seem to find full-time work with benefits. I get it, Dad.
Yes, you're very smart. Shut up. Batman catches Bob delivering the package and interrogates him. Since Bob doesn't know the Joker's exact whereabouts, Batman lets him return home to use Bob as bait. When Bob returns home, we see that his son Tim has made a Christmas tree out of a dead plant and some other assorted junk. Regardless of their circumstances, Tim seems to have an incredibly positive outlook and a strong relationship with his father. Back at the Batcave, we see that Bruce has developed a bad cough. Alfred shows disdain for Bruce's surveillance of the Cratchit household and is concerned for Tim's safety. Bruce tries to justify this by claiming that Tim is likely to be raised as a criminal, just like his father. Alfred calls Bruce out on this by pointing out what an absolute failure he was to Robin, who is dead. Since Robin's death, we learn that Bruce has been devoid of almost all positivity. His outlook on life has become cold and cynical, and he constantly expects the worst from people. Bruce has a vision of Robin, who warns Bruce that 3 others will visit to show the part of himself that has been lost. When Batman answers a call from Commissioner Gordon on the bat signal, he's given information suggesting that Catwoman is going to knock over an auction house. If it weren't for the potential that Catwoman may have intel on Joker's whereabouts, Batman would have let this go, as he is tired of Catwoman's games. Once Batman arrives at the auction house, his chase with Catwoman brings back memories of leaping from rooftop to rooftop with Robin. Unfortunately, in Batman's ill state, he takes a fall attempting to jump the final rooftop and lands in a heap of trash on the ground. So the moral of the story is, Batman is trash.
Wait, that can't be the ending, right?
Batman is trash. What else do you want me to say?
He doesn't learn to be a better person or anything?
Wait, better person. Oh, right. There is more. Speaking of better people, Superman shows up. As Batman recovers from his fall, he recalls memories of his parents' murder. A vision of Superman appears and expresses disappointment in Bruce's actions. Superman flies above the city, carrying Batman, and explains to Bruce that there are countless good people in Gotham trying to make ends meet. He encourages Bruce to see the good within people, and how this good outweighs the bad in Gotham. Following this conversation, they fly to Commissioner Gordon's home. Batman uses a special microphone to overhear a conversation Commissioner Gordon is having with one of Gotham's police officers. He realizes that he is not viewed quite as favorably by Gotham's finest as he would like to imagine. Superman drops off Bruce back at the Batmobile. After Superman leaves, the Batmobile explodes as Batman attempts to unlock it. The Joker approaches, dragging Batman to a nearby cemetery with the intent of burying Batman alive. While he is unconscious in the grave, Batman envisions a future in which he no longer exists. The city is overtaken by gang wars inspired by the extreme examples set by Batman and the Joker. Commissioner Gordon is imprisoned for aiding Batman, a vigilante, and a fugitive, among other things. Alfred loses Wayne Manor and the life that he had. These visions bring Batman to realize that he must care for those around him and the city of Gotham if he is to leave a positive impact on the world once he's gone. With renewed purpose, he punches his way out of the grave, because he's Batman. Back at the Cratchit household, Tim answers a knock at the door in hopes that it might be Santa Claus. Instead, it's the Joker at the door, who demands Tim to tell him where his father is while he clearly prepares for violent acts against Bob. From around the corner, Bob attempts to swing a baseball bat at the Joker's head, but the Joker dodges the swing and puts a gun in Bob's face. As the Joker demands his money from Bob, Batman bursts through the window and knocks Joker to the floor. Bob manages to get a hold of the gun and threatens the Joker, who dares him to fire. Batman reminds Bob that he's a good person and that he isn't a criminal. Bob drops the weapon, and Batman's actions restore Commissioner Gordon's faith in Batman. After the event, we see that Tim has become closer with his father due to the experience. The next day, Bruce delivers a real Christmas tree and gifts to the Cratchit household. He also provides Bob with a raise, including a 401k plan and benefits. The story ends with the realization that we've been reading Tim's narration the whole time, as Bob told the story to his son, borrowing themes from Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. So what's the moral of the story?
Batman was trash.
Exactly. Batman was trash. Was. Okay, you get some sleep now. And remember, if you've been a good child this year, maybe, just maybe, Batman won't come down the chimney and punch your dad's teeth in.
Oh, what?
Good night. Christmas Eve. The kids are in bed, and us parents get to simply relax. Well, most parents at least. I still have no idea how to keep this show going. I could talk about Lee Bermejo's excellent storytelling through the perspective of a child, or Barbara Chardo's beautifully lit colors. I could go on about Todd Klein's intense lettering, or even the foreword written by Jim Lee. Truthfully, though, I'm just not the right guy for this. I'm a poor stand-in for Dan and Jake. So I guess this is it. The final sign-off for the Supersons. If you can even call it that anymore. Thanks for listening. Dan and Jake, if you're listening to this, good luck. From our family to yours, have a happy holiday and a joyous new year. As for me, I'm gonna get some sleep. Same bat time, same bat channel. What the... Dan?
It's all a joke. A big fucking joke.
Dan, I know it's you. Your silhouette is sort of distinctive.
Yeah, I'm Dan, but not the one you know. Shit's bad out there, man. It's about to get real worse. I've seen the truth.
Oh, is this a bit? You're clearly in some sort of comedian cosplay with all that leather.
I'm the Dan Median.
Oh, God, that's not even creative.
I'm a vigilante, not a writer. Now shut up and listen. We traveled to your Earth to tell you that Jake and Dan's escape has torn a hole in the multiverse. Their splitting wasn't in the cards and something real bad's coming.
Great. Two mediocre dudes being the key to the balance of the universe. Because that's never gone wrong before.
You need to find the Supersons and tell them they need to get a team together. Before Before it's too late. It's good to see you again, Michael. Merry fucking Christmas.
Wait, where is Jake from your Earth?
He's in your kitchen eating your beans.
Oh my God. Eat your beans.
Well, I guess it's time to reunite my friends and help put a band-aid on the multiverse.